How's it going, everyone? Jesse from Holler Boys, and this episode is... Yeah, alright. This video is showing how to mount a swing case inside of a Ssangyong Musso. So, the swing cases, all the other videos that I've watched on how to mount them, the Ssangyong's completely different. So I'm going to show you how I mounted them, whether or not there's a better and easier way. I'm not 100% sure. I couldn't find anything on YouTube or TikTok about them. But I'll be showing you how to mount them and everything. So if you watch this video, so take it out, well, thing. So this is how I've mounted it. So I'll actually show you exactly how on the other side that I haven't done. So start by removing the tie down point or strap point, whatever you want to call it, because this is what we're using for the bottom. So this here is the bracket for the swing cases. So you got to make sure that you get in the bottom. So these face upwards. So the bottom, scratched a little bit there. I'm going to use this to mark it out. So you have to actually use the other side of it. So just a touch from the bottom is what I did on the previous one. And then mark it. So just like that, I've marked both of the holes. Try and keep them centered. Now that's roughly center there. And then drill out 8mm holes or 9mm holes for the already existing bolts for the tie down points. So I'll get back to you once this is all drilled, and then I'll show you how to mount it after that. Now that the holes are drilled, mount the two through those already existing holes for the tie down, and then continue after that. So now that these two are mounted, you have to use self tappers in here to hold this. But the biggest problem with the Ssangyongs is the wheel arch on the passenger side, or the left side, is bigger than the right side because of where you put the where you fill up. So it is going to sit slightly, you're going to notice that it sits slightly different, but that is the way to do it, really, because the other videos that I've watched, all the other cars, they have, instead of like being this thin for the doors, it's about yay wide with nothing, like none of this. So you can actually screw into here for all the other cars, whereas the Ssangyong you can't. So if you want to mount it, you have to either cut this off, which was the original plan, cut that off and mount it there, but then it struggles to swing. It can't swing properly because of this. So we come up with the solution of using this, the already mounted tie down points, because they're stronger than self tappers anyways. So we've mounted them with that, and then just self tap screws in here. And again, on the left side, or the passenger side, there's a hole inside of the guard on the other side of this plastic, so you can't even screw up here like I've done on this side. So like I've done there, you can't do it on this side. So I'm gonna have to work out how to brace that a bit better, because on the other side, once the case was on, it was a bit shaky, but I'll figure that out and record it later on. But for now, I'll self tap this side, get the case on there, and then then work that out. So I'll continue in a second. So after test mounting, seeing if it all works, I've had to pull all the plastics off and one of the mounts, the canopy mounts, to make a bracket using one of these existing holes. So this here is held by a nylock nut and a bolt. So, and then I've just pre-drilled the hole ready for a screw, but that's what I'm gonna have to do because this hole ends up being where the top of the bracket is. So that's what I've done. If there is a different way or a better way, please let me know down in the comments, and I'll see about changing it, because I'm not a big fan of the way this is, but it's what I've worked out for now, and it'll hold. So I've already test fitted it all, and it will work, but there could be a better way, and I'd like to share that with everyone as well. So if there is a better way, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, this is what I've done. It does hold, it works fine. So I'll show you once it's all actually put together. So I'll be back in a second. So now they're all connected, solid. I'll show you putting it on and the end result. And just like that, the whole thing's mounted. So all you have to do is take these two off. So when you swing it open, pull this lever and it'll swing out. See how it's solid, and then it just closes. Come on. It was doing it perfectly before. Show you on this one. So this one, and then it's locked. So that's all. And then if you need to ever take it off, all you have to do is pull that yellow lever, and then it just slides off of there. Put it back on, slide it back on like that, and then lock. So that's as easy as it is. This one I'm gonna have to fiddle around with a little bit, but you get the gist. Sangyongs are a lot harder than most cars because of the way they're mounted. As I said earlier, there's usually a piece that sits out a little further in most cars that this bracket sits on instead, but Sangyongs can't do it. So this is how I mounted it in a Ssangyong. Hopefully this helps. If there is any other better ways of doing it, please let me know as well, but this is how I've done it. It works. This one's just a little buggy at the moment. They both need a clean. The mechanism needs to be cleaned as well, but yeah. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Hopefully this video helped you. Cheers.